And what happens when a claim gets denied? Like, what are your options?
One path that folks usually hear the most about is that you appeal the claim. So if you take a look at the claim and the denial and you're realizing that for some reason the denial is actually not valid, you can write an appeal letter and send it to the insurance company and say, "Hey, I think you were wrong and you actually do owe me for this service and here's why." The other alternative is that the denial was actually valid and there was something incorrect with the submission of a claim. So you can actually go and fix the claim and resubmit the claim. People don't think of that. Usually, when they hear about denials, the number one question I get is, "Oh, are you automating the process of drafting an appeal letter? And is that kind of the main way that you're handling claims?" Not always. You know, a lot of the time, it's actually fixing the claim and resubmitting it, and you'll get a much faster result that way.
Can you give us some examples of that? I'm curious, like if there's examples that come to mind of where someone would have done an appeal, but it could be solved with just a resubmission.
Resubmissions are often done when there was some error on the claim itself. So it could be that you submitted the claim with the incorrect patient ID number, or you sent it to the incorrect payer. In behavioral health, we see this frequently. Maybe you sent it to one payer rather than the subsidiary or something along those lines. So there's something in terms of how you got the claim out the door that needed to be corrected on the front end. Another issue could be a modifier. So, for example, maybe you delivered care via telehealth. The payer denies the claim for whatever reason and says, "Nope, this was an incorrect like place of service," rather than appealing and saying, "No, look at my notes, I actually did deliver this via telehealth." The best thing that you can do is go resubmit the claim with the correct modifier, and then the claim will actually process correctly via the payer adjudication system. I think that's the number one thing to keep in mind is that you have to be very thoughtful on how is the payer going to interpret this claim, and let us actually fix this claim to ensure that it gets processed correctly. We tend to hire a lot of folks that have actually worked on the payer side before and know exactly how all of these systems work, which makes a really big difference because oftentimes you can choose to fix a claim like so many different ways. So the way that you do it matters a lot.